Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentauri here and welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be discussing the E175 rework update and a little bit on the F18 rework which is coming in the next Infinite Flight update. Now if you are new here and this is your first time at the channel, please feel free to like and subscribe, especially if you do enjoy the video. Now basically, Infinite Flight a few days ago put a post up on Twitter and Instagram and a few other their social medias showing that the E175 is in the paint shop. Now what this means from my interpretations is that the E175, the main frame of the aircraft and the body is complete. However, the paint jobs on it, such as these liveries like the Air Canada one here, are still being added onto the aircraft on top. However, we do know that the F18 update, which is also coming very soon, is a little bit further ahead than the E175, and I am believing that it is already in beta testing and it's nearing the end stages, as we already have had livery confirmations and footage of it for a very long time. Now this means that Infinite Flight will release a teaser of the F18 very soon, which is something all of you can look forward to. Now with this E175 rework as well, so we're going to get a full cockpit rework, I'm pretty sure, along with an interior full cabin, unlike this mess that we got now, along with reworked engine blades. So the whole aircraft has been made from scratch. As far as I'm aware, it's pretty much a new aircraft, not really a rework, it's like a new aircraft addition. So they're also adding on the door onto the wing, which isn't on this one with the E175 rework as well. Now what Infinite Flight said on Twitter was, with the model now in our hands of our developers, the E175 has been to the paint shop, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, and they've shown an artist rendering of one of their most highly requested liveries for the E175, which is the American Eagle livery, which is one that I said I anticipate and fully expect to be in the E175 update. So I've just shown a photo of it on screen now, if I remember, in editing. So of course it's the American Eagle, which is operated by Envoy, and the E175 release will follow the F18 update. Now someone did reply to that saying, why do we have to wait for 2 updates for the E175? And the Infinite Flight response was, because most folks prefer aircraft that is airworthy, free of bugs before they fly it. So to me, I'd imagine the E175 is either full of bugs or there are a few bugs which they need to, iron out before they can release this to us, which is perfectly fine. However, I do feel sometimes with the E175 we have to wait a very long time. Like, we have been waiting ages for this update, and I would be very interested if Flight would ever release something, showing us the actual timeline, because as players we don't see much progress. We only see something maybe once a week or so. So yeah, that is obviously something that we don't know why it takes so long to update, especially when other simulators are pushing out updates of lesser quality, of course, but at much faster rates. So that is also to be in question. So with this E175 rework, like I said, we'll get all of these many liveries, and it is hard to find decent news that Infinite Flight have posted beforehand. So there are lots of people complaining about the long waits. However, I think when the update comes, which shouldn't be long. Now with regards to the other aircraft, the F18 rework, I think that is just around the corner. And in all honesty, I think you will see that update on your mobile devices very soon. Like, extremely soon. So hopefully within the next week or 2 you can see the F18, and hopefully by the end of the summer or September we'll see the ERJ, which means there will be plenty of time for hopefully another full aircraft rework before the end of the year, which is very exciting if you ask me. So that's something for all of us to look forward to. So that's something great as well. And as you can see right now, look, this aircraft is shambles, no opening doors, no nothing. However, the cargo equipment does seem to join with the aircraft. So what we got here, we got the cargo passenger thing, which doesn't even connect to it properly. So I'd imagine bugs like this is something they're trying to fix and sort out for you. But we do need to remember, it's pretty much been an aircraft built from scratch. I mean, that's not even a line. Look at it. That's poor. That's poor. So you never know. So hopefully we'll get all of this fixed in your ERJ175 rework. Now something else I also wanted to mention to you is the amount of liveries they'll be adding. Now if they are currently adding liveries onto the E175, each individual livery aircraft, I would imagine, will have to be will have to be bug tested and updated. So that's also something great. And I'd imagine, knowing Infoflight, they might add a few little Easter eggs into the E175 aircraft again, which will have to be bug free, especially if they want to add one of those games. Now, there has been no mention of the other E-Jets, which I'm pretty sure were being rewet, such as the E170, 90 and 195. So as far as I'm aware, they're not being rewet at current time. However, I may be wrong. And there are lots of questions also about the F-18, whether it's going to be free. I believe the aircraft is currently free. However, knowing Infoflight and what they are like with charging money, they'll probably add it into the subscription, as that is also very expensive, and it wouldn't surprise me if they now up the price of your monthly subscription. That's something I can definitely see them doing, which is very expensive right now. And I will say personally, as my point of view, many of you will agree, it is very expensive, the update, especially with cost of living and everything, especially in the UK. As myself, it's becoming hard to afford everything, especially also as a student. It's not very, affordable for me, which is why, unfortunately, at some point I will have to cut short on it and give in. So that is an unfortunate thing with the pricing, and I do think the ERJs and the F-18 will be part of the paid subscription. So unfortunately, some of you will be upset with that news. However, that's not confirmed. This is just what I expect. I expect no different from businesses. It's what it's like, unfortunately, and there's nothing we can do about it. But we do have a few great aircraft with the free mode that you can use, of course. Now, some people have been wondering also about the E190s, whether they'll get full new liveries. I can confirm we will get new liveries on the E190s as well, and the other aircraft. That will definitely be something which happens. People also wondering, do we have a release date for the E175 update? No, we don't. All we know is soon, as Infoflight do not give us release dates, either to not let us down or because they just do not know. Now, apparently the E175 doesn't have any overwing exits. However, they did put this on the American Eagle E175. So I'm just going to have a look now if there are any overwing exits. There are no overwing exits on the American Eagle aircraft from what I can see. So this means that the E175 Infoflight have actually posted us a photo of. It's slightly wrong, unless that is a different aircraft. However, I'm pretty sure it's the E175. So there might be a little bit of an oopsie there, unless it's an E170, which I don't think it is. However, the quality of the photo, you can see very clearly that in the cockpit there are new pilots in there, and the cockpit looks very, very clean, and the livery itself also looks very, very clean. Because right now you don't even see any pilots in there, but you can see all sorts of stuff in the seats and that, so you never know, and it does look very, very advanced, the new photo which I showed you a little bit earlier on. So with regards to this upcoming update, I think people are requesting livery such as the Azul livery, even though it doesn't operate anymore, but I think we can hopefully see that. The Alliance livery that people have asked for as well, I don't think we'll get, because Infoflight aren't known for adding special liveries nowadays. I think the last special liveries they added were the Southwestern ones back in like 2019 or something crazy, which was an extremely long time ago. So I think we can also potentially see the older ERJ liveries, like the like the vintage ones, like we have the American Airlines and the 767. I think we can see some vintage liveries on that. And it's also extremely likely, the Alaska livery will be added, considering that the American Eagle one has been confirmed. Hopefully the 4 liveries we currently have as well will be staying on with the E175 in this upcoming update. Now, if you did find this news video, particularly helpful, especially with regards to any questions that may be answered and what's going to come up, so I can just, quickly shortlist, I can confirm the F-18 update will be prior to the ERJ 170 update. If not, they'll be together, and I think the F-18 will be out in the next few weeks, hopefully. And who knows with the ERJs, they can be from any time from now to probably like October. You can never tell with this crazy flight simulator. So if you did enjoy, please make sure you like and subscribe, and welcome to the family if you have. I'll see you all in my next YouTube video though. Good night.
Find your way into you want.